Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing some more drills in the Endgame Fundamental series. So, if you want to do this yourself, type in drillschess.com and yeah, you'll see all these under the Endgame section, so you can play along with me, guys. So today we're going to be doing King and Two Pawns, a file apart. But before we get into it, a big thank you to Ben Dury and Mebsy for supporting the channel on my Buy Me a Coffee. They're both getting lessons this Saturday. I'm really looking forward to meeting you both and hopefully improve together. So yeah, it's crazy. Like a few months ago I started the channel and already I'm having enough support to like buy some like almost pay my food bill and stuff like that. So thanks a lot, guys. Cheers. So in this position, guys, file apart. So connected pass pawns are notoriously much better, so we've got to be really careful with these disconnected pass pawns. And this, on the surface, I think probably a lot of you would assume this is just a draw. The king's going to capture the pawns, but there is a way here. So if king comes in, we've got this thing where we can start to threaten to push the other pawn, and they can never capture because we'll just run up the board. So we've actually got time here to bring the king. And this isn't a real threat in light of this. And what we've done, guys, we've formed a wall. They cannot take because we run, and they cannot catch us. So this square is unpassable for black. So is this square because of the pawn's protection. And then this square is as well because of this pawn's protection. So we've formed like a little wall here, and the king has to go around. Now, if the king does go around, we can do the same thing on the other side. We can threaten to push this pawn. So right now, because the king's got to go around this wall, and this is no threat at all, we've got time to bring the king. So Bosch, we're coming in, taking the opposition, which is where there's an odd number of squares between the kings. We can just come all the way in. They've put me in opposition, but I've got an in-between move. So it's flipped the tables. I've put them back in opposition. And now we're promoting to a queen, guys. So I know you guys, my subscribers, you know how to win this position, guys. So let's move on to the next drill in the Endgame Fundamental series, which is Bahr's rule, a typical win. So this is a bit scary, guys. I tried doing this before, and I actually drew a couple of times. So it's all about these two pawns here. Who's going to get the in-between move in order to put the kings in opposition? Because right now they're in opposition. So if I go here, I put them in opposition, but they've got like this move. I'm going to go check first, just advancing up the board. Trying to get this pawn. This is what we call a decoy pawn, guys. So we're trying to get this pawn as far up the board as possible in order to make the black king capture it over here, in order to give our king as much runway as possible to not only capture this black pawn, but to get back out in time. Because that's how black draws this position. They get my king here on a7 and their king here on c7, and we go this way, they go this way, and they just keep putting us in opposition and not letting our king out. That's how black draws. So if they get this move in, it's pretty powerful. We don't want to give them an in-between move, so we're going to play this now. And now their king goes back, which looks really nice for me. If here they can come here and stop me getting out, and they're gonna have a pretty powerful position. That might even be drawing. So I've got to start coming around and threaten to take this pawn like this. If I can get in here, that is the plan. So if push, they can go here, but then we promote. So I can push now. And then, does it help doing this? They can't go here. Or I can just start running for the pawn. So let's calculate this. If run here, and then Bosch, 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 Bosch. And we are just getting out in time where they've not trapped my king against the edge of the board. So let's do that. Got to be a little bit precise there, just calculating that, guys. But we've got 3 squares, which just allows us to get in and out. So if I let their king get here, for example, guys, that would be a draw. Because I'd go this way, they'd go this way. They'd keep putting me in opposition forever. And then here we just come out with the king. Now if we go here, they get in. I did this before, and I was pre-moving. I went like this, and then they got in, and I drew it. You've got to go to this square. Always take the opposition if in doubt, guys. And then we're just promoting the pawn. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Two sort of tricky end games there, hope you get to implement them in your games and yeah, win out those tight end games, guys. Like and subscribe. Support me on Buy Me a Coffee if you've got the money, and cheers. See you next time.